Should you go for the Spirit of the North Enhanced Edition Platinum Trophy? Spirit of the North is a third-person adventure game set in what one could be described as the fictional wildlands of Iceland. You control a red fox that seems to mindlessly wander from chapter to chapter without any real guidance of what to do or why you are doing what you need to do in order to advance the game.
What are we doing here? Hey.
There is zero dialogue throughout the game, not just because you are a fox, but also because there is not another single living being in the game. In fact, one of the trophies has you returning staffs to dead shamans so that their spirit can pass over into the afterlife. No idea. The more shaman you help, the more skins you can unlock for your fox. The deeper you get into the game, the more abilities you unlock, such as being able to speed dash and control your spirit for a short while. Again, with no real guidance of what to do or where to go, you are left to search somewhat endlessly until you stumble upon what you are supposed to be doing. A lot of the time, you will be turning images around on slabs of stone. Why? Again, I don't know. Until they click into place and open a new passage. Even though the Icelandic landscapes were quite appealing, there is very little to do, and travelling around the different areas can grow tiresome. Oh, and do not get me started on the water, especially with a later level. I thought that I was a slow swimmer, but this fox takes it up several notches. You are also unable to doggy paddle faster or jump in the water, and when you finally get out, the fox takes its time shaking itself dry. Try to avoid water at all costs. Eventually you get to the end of the game, and the game, well, ends. No big twist, no big reveal, no real meaning at all. All that was missing was one of those "thank you for playing" messages you get at the end of an NES or Sega game. Thankfully, there is a chapter select at the main menu, which means that there are no missable trophies in the game. However, if you do start a new game, even by accident, say goodbye to that chapter select, and you'll have to do it all over again. On your way to the Platinum Trophy, you will also be doing things such as barking or chirping at your spirit friend, collecting 25 Spirit Bloom, and playing Fetch, aka carrying a shaman staff for 3 minutes. The Collectabilist Award goes to None Forgotten, awaken all 28 shaman spirits. For this trophy, you have to find a wooden staff and return it to the body of a dead shaman in order to awaken it. You will find all of these throughout the chapters, other than the final chapter. This can be a little bit tricky, as the staff nor the bodies stand out, and there is no real tracker to tell you how many shamans there are in each level, so if you wanted to do this legit, you'll more than likely be spending a lot of time traversing across the map, hoping that you will stumble across a staff. Even when you do find one, finding its owner doesn't come easy most of the time either. Some of the dead shaman will only be a few paces away, but a lot of them will have you climbing up walls, swimming across water, and opening big doors just to get to them. The game does not hold your hand either, so you will be very lucky if you could find an owner right away. I suggest that you use a guide for this one, as it will cut a lot of the needless searching out, and you can get on with the, lack of a better word, game. This isn't as pointless as the following trophy, as the more staffs that you return to their owners, the more skins you unlock for your fox, meaning you can go from a red fox to a white one to a black one at the click of a button. Once you return the staff to the last shaman, this trophy will be yours. For the most pointless and also highly annoying trophy in the game, Kindred Spirits, locate and greet all spirits in the spirit world, wins by a landslide. In the penultimate chapter of the game, you have to greet all 28 spirits by simply running up to them. You may not think that that is a big problem. 28? That's pretty easy. However, this level is quite large, and the majority of the level looks exactly the same. So you will more than likely easily get lost if you are not following a guide. Another bad thing about this is that there is no counter, so you are unable to tell how many spirits you have already greeted. So you might be greeting the same one 5, 6 or even 7 times, not knowing that it is the same one. It is highly recommended that you use a video guide for this one, as you will more than likely spend hours upon hours blindly looking for all 28 of the dudes.
Oh, deja vu.
What did you just say?
Nothing, just had a little deja vu.
Do note that the spirit has to bring their hands together in order for them to greet you for it to count. There were a few times where I had to run circles around spirits in order for them to finally do that. Once you eventually track down the 28th spirit, this very annoying trophy will be yours. The most surprising award, for a couple of reasons, goes to Fox or Flying Squirrel. Stay airborne for more than 8 seconds using jump gates or geysers. The first reason is that almost half the people that have played this game have gotten this trophy. From my understanding, there is only one real place in the game that you can get this trophy. At least so it seems following a certain guide. So I was quite surprised to see it had such a high completion rate. The second reason, which is not so good, is because of the name of this trophy. Fox, or Flying Squirrel, is such a terrible name for this. They could have went along with something like, I don't know, Flying Fox. I don't know about other places, but here in New Zealand, there is a kids activity where you hang onto a rope and go free falling down a zip line you are attached to. This is known as the Flying Fox. Oh, and there's also an actual animal called the Flying Fox, so there is that too. Once you stay airborne for 8 seconds, tick this one off your list. So, should you go for the Spirit Platinum Trophy? Some people might love this kind of game and enjoy the challenges it brings, being it does not hold your hand at all to guide you. There is no real story to follow with 0 dialogue. There are no enemies except your patience and determination to finish this game. And there is not a whole lot to do other than run around beautiful Icelandic landscapes as a fox. I did not have much fun at all playing this, if you could not guess by now, and I had to start and stop several times just to force myself to complete it. With a guide, the game should not take you much more than 6 hours to complete, but without one, may the gods be in your favour, especially with Chapter 7. This game isn't hard at all and takes no skill to do anything, although it will take you a while to eventually discover what you need to do. For these reasons, I think you should skip this game and not go for the Platinum Trophy.